bought a lot of waterproof phone cases over the years as my family traveled, and I have to tell you, these were honestly my favorite. Thank you so much for the brand for sending them to me so that I could test them out and give you guys my honest review. So in this video, I'm gonna be telling you why these are my favorite. I'm gonna be giving you a few things you need to be aware of before you purchase these, as well as doing a waterproof test so you can make sure they actually work. So these come in a pack of 2, and the first thing that I love about it is how you open and close them. So a lot of times with these pouches, you have to like line up little things and get them in and snap them. But these just have these 2 little things that slide up like this. You might be able to see them better on the green one, but they just slide up like this, and then that opens the case. Super simple. And then when you're done, you just close it up and push them down. So that's the first thing I really love about it. It's super easy to open and close. It's a nice size. It's about 8 by 8, so it's plenty big to put your phone in. My husband and I have mini phones because we like to be able to put them in our pockets. So ours definitely fit in, but you can fit all the way up to the newest iPhones in here. And you can just stick it in. Whoops, I'm sticking it in the back pocket. Stick it in this front section and put it in there, and you can see this is the mini, so there's plenty of space for bigger phones as well. The next thing I love about this is the pocket on the back, and actually this with the green one you can see it a little better. So you have this pocket, so when you open the case here, you have this front section where you can put your actual phone, and then in the back here, there is this pocket that opens up, and you can see it sticks out in the back, but you don't put stuff in from the back, you actually put it from inside the pouch. So here is this separate section where you could put things like credit cards or little keys, or if you're on a cruise, your cruise card. That's what we typically use these for. So this is really nice. There's that extra space there, and then the phone goes in the front. There is also with these this insert with the directions. It tells you, how to open it, close it, what it's good for, swimming, diving, surfing, shower, hot springs. Another thing I really like about these is they're IPX8 certified, and they are waterproof up to 30 meters or 98 feet deep, which I've never seen a phone holder be able to go that deep. The ones we have now, like the ones before these ones, actually only were good, I think, up to like 3 or 4 feet deep. So that's amazing that these do these. Another reason why I like these, because I was always afraid, going underwater when we were just just snorkeling, or take my snorkel off and want to go a little bit deeper. I was always afraid that my phone would get damaged. So these ones are good up to 98 feet. I also love that they come with these lanyards, so they're really easy to put on. You have one for the teal and the black. They just have these little clips, so you can just stick it right on through here on one side as well as on the other side. Put them on that side too, so you can put this over your neck. This strap is adjustable, so you can make it as long or as short as you want. And again, you just close those 2 things like that with your phone. All right, now a few things to keep in mind with this is, first off, you have this flap in the back. So if you're going to take pictures, you might want to turn your phone upside down, because otherwise you have to lift the flap and then hold it sideways to, get the picture. But if you just flipped your phone upside down, you wouldn't have to worry about that flap. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is that the Face ID will likely not work through this plastic. And sometimes depending on the depth with the touch, ID, that might not work as well. So keep that in mind. If you're taking pictures, you're gonna wanna use the volume buttons to take the picture instead of the touch screen, because depending on your depth, that can, change the ability for it to work. But overall, highly recommend this. I'm gonna do a water test just so you can see how this works. We'll put some tissues in here, and then we'll take them out so you can actually see that everything stays dry. All right, so I put the phone in here with some tissues just so you can get a better idea. If anything gets wet, the tissues, you'll see right away if this isn't waterproof, because they'll get soaked. So that's why I put them in there along with the phone. But let's put this in and put it all the way underwater. And we're gonna let it stay there for a little bit, and I'll come back in a few minutes and we'll test it out. All right, we're gonna take this out and let's give it a test. So tissues look pretty dry. Let's open it up and we'll see how waterproof this actually is. All right, so we will push these up, open up our case here, and pull out. Let's start with the tissues, completely dry, so submerged. Everything stays nice and dry. Phone completely dry, no water on it. And that last tissue in here, completely dry. So fully passes the waterproof test, just has water on the outside there. So overall, definitely waterproof. All right, so for all those reasons, the fact that you can easily open and close these, that it's waterproof up to 30 meters or 98 feet, which I've never seen before, the fact that it has this pocket on the back and is easy to use, has the lanyard that's adjustable, all these reasons, as well as that it actually works for being waterproof. I highly recommend these. I hope that helps you guys out. Feel free to follow me for more helpful videos.